Hello and welcome to the Primacy Podcast, and thank you for being with me. I am so grateful every time you listen to one of these episodes. If you're watching it, thank you so much for being a part of this podcast in whatever way that you possibly can. I'm grateful for it. I hope that you're downloading the episodes. I hope that you're subscribed so that you don't miss anything. And I hope that you're able to utilize and share with others the experiences that you have here with me. I'm grateful to be able to share this experience with you, and grateful for the experience that you share back with me as you comment and post. And if there's things you'd like me to address or talk about, please don't hesitate to let me know those things so that I can include them in the proper segments as we talk about the segments of experience. Now, previously we talked about the private experience and what that's all about. Today we're going to talk about the personal experience. And if you remember, next we're going to talk about the social experience, and then finally the professional experience. And that's how we're going to roll. Each of the episodes that you're going to get will follow that same pattern. Equally, with the pattern that we started with the private experience, I want you to know that the same three concepts will be discussed in the personal. So the personal and the private mesh very well together. And that is, we have a physical component, a mental component, and an emotional component. Okay? Physical, what we do with our bodies and what we do with our time. Mental, what we do in our headspace to get ourselves prepared for and to be able to provide the greatest experiences that we possibly can, as well as being prepared to receive experience. And then emotional is that connection element. That's where the energy comes from. That's where the flow is. That's where it's all about. But we can't get there if we're not there mentally and if we're not there physically in being able to make the most out of every experience that we possibly can. Now, when I think about my life and the experiences that I've had and the experiences that I have the pleasure of giving in this personal area of my life, largely it's with my family. Those are the people that I'm with the most. Those are the people that I care the most about. Those are the people that I want to help the very most in my life. And in some ways I've done well, and in some ways I've not done so well. But we keep trying, we keep working at it, and I'm sure that for you, in some ways you do great, and in some ways you're still continuing to improve, and that's what we do, right? That's what this life is all about. That's what the experiences are that we have. But we don't give up. We just keep moving forward. We just keep finding ways to have and provide exceptional experiences. That's what it's all about. Now, when I think about the physical area of my life and experiences, one of the things that I do in my life is I work out regularly. I'll talk about that in the private section more in detail. But one of the reasons, and that's why I want to talk about it here, one of the reasons that I work out, and one of the reasons I started working out very long ago, was because I didn't want to get done at the end of the day and not have anything left to give my family. I'm out working, I'm working hard, I'm giving everything I've got, especially when I'm teaching, I'm working and just giving everything in every possible way that I can. And when I'm done, it's tiring, but I don't want to be exhausted. I don't want to go home and just drop. I want to go home and give the people that mean the most to me the best experience that I possibly can. And to do that, I have to have energy. I have to be able to give, right? And I knew that working out would help me to do that. Now, another thing that I do is mentally. I work on the mental space of my life. In the mental space of my life, for me, I read scripture, I pray, because I'm connected in that way. And hopefully for you, you have something like that as well that you connect with. Now, maybe it's just good literature, but you're putting good things into that headspace. It's good thoughts, it's affirmations, whatever it is for you that makes you prepare for every single day so that you can receive good things. I know people that just cannot receive a compliment. They cannot receive, okay? That's horrible, that's terrible. We don't want to be in a headspace where we can't accept, where we can't receive. We want to be able to accept and have great experiences just as much as we want to be able to give great experiences. So we have to be in the proper space for that. So I work on what am I going to read this day, this week? What am I going to share? What discussions am I going to have intellectually with the people that mean the most to me? Am I prepared for those things? Because we want to be in that space. We want to be able to have and give great experiences every single day. We can't do that without the mental area being prepared. And then finally, the emotional. So what do I do emotionally? Am I emotionally prepared if I've had a particularly challenging day and a lot of things, a lot of struggles have come up, some negative things, do I walk that through the door? Do I take that with me in with all of the people that are most important to me, some of which could care less? If my grandkids, for example, they could care less what kind of a day I've had. All they want to do is play. They just want to have a great time with Grandpa. Am I ready for that? Am I emotionally ready for that? Do I prepare myself every single day? Do I put myself in a place every single day where I can be ready to give emotionally, to have emotional experiences that are positive, uplifting, and encouraging? If I'm not in the proper place. You see, all of this takes effort. To receive and to have exceptional experiences on a consistent basis is not easy. We have to balance the private and the personal, the social and the professional. That's what we do. These come in and out, and the more aligned we are, the less effort it takes. And that's what this is all about. That's what this podcast is all about, to help you grow and understand in those areas. And I'm grateful to be able to share these things with you. Thank you so much for being with me. I hope that you continue to join me on these podcasts. Again, if you love it, please let us know by giving us a great rating and sharing it with others. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next Primacy Podcast.